On this one, the shooter uses a really solid screen to perfection. Gets a nice quality open shot. We need to set and come off screens just like that so our shooters can get open. And here, you see the ball handler driving to the basket. The defense collapses, so he just kicks the ball out to an open shooter. Easy jumper, easy bucket. Simple, right? So when coach says he wants to get shooters open, you'll know what to do. Moving on, let's take a look at another item on coach's list. Nothing inside. Coach really doesn't like giving up easy baskets down low. When we run up against teams who are good at scoring inside, he's probably going to ask you guys to take that away from our opponent. And when he does, we'll need to make it a point to not give up easy buckets in the paint. Here's a nice look at proper rotation and a nice collapse inside that forces the ball handler to take a tough, contested shot. That's exactly the kind of interior defense coach will be expecting from you guys. And here on this drive to the hole, the bigs weren't there. No rim protection, no chance at a block. We need to make sure we do a good job at protecting the basket. So when coach tells us he wants nothing inside, you should know what to do. Don't let him. That should have you guys fully up to speed on what to do when coach calls for any of these points of emphasis. Let's head out, and we'll be back at it tomorrow for practice.
No doubt. We good, coach.
Fight try to get Bradley point. No doubt. We good, coach. The fuck up, nigga. I wasn't supposed to say nothing. Let's turn up on the next game and do that shit.
New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, in the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The road trip for the Rockets ends here as they leave for Houston right after the game. One of the better teams in the league. They're presently 9 games off the lead.
And, Kevin, so far they've split the season series with these guys.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Beverly with the ball. 11-point game his last outing. The three, and the shot is good. Ariza's got 5 now. James Harden, Clark, voted by a majority of NBA GMs last season as the #1 shooting guard in the entire league.
Really hard to argue that, Kevin. I mean, he's an elite scorer, second in the league in free throw attempts per game last season, and he's also a really, really good passer. Able to make his teammates better because he draws so much attention, and he's a crafty and willing passer.
Kicks it to Beverly. Back to Harden. Fires the three. Another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but
smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. And they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Dwight Howard joining a great lineage, Steve, of Houston Rocket big men over the years, from the great Elvin Hayes to Moses Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon to Yao Ming. I mean, what a litany of wonderful players in the history of that franchise.
Yeah, there was that great photo at the press conference a couple years back when Dwight signed with Houston. The photo included a lot of those former Rocket big men, and I think it's a good fit. He seems to be very comfortable in Houston, and he's part of what is a really good young club.
And Holiday kicks to Anderson. Pass to Gordon. Can they get it? And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And the Rockets hiring Hakeem Olajuwon to work with Dwight on his moves. Between Kareem and Kevin McHale, that's a wealth of post-scoring expertise for Howard to draw upon. But again, those two guys did it at a Hall of Fame level. Dwight has that potential, but will he put in the work necessary to grow into that type of low post score?
Jimmer Fredetti's checked in for Drew Holiday. And then for Houston, Terry comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Patrick Beverly.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
And they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Rivers checked in.
And Kevin McHale has worked with Dwight on trying to stay low and exploit his quickness advantage, beat his defender to the spot, and then power through for the finish.
Harden, that's good. Harden's got 11 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. Like, it feels like they've got every rebound, Clark.
And it's Terry off the drive. Harden kicks to Terry. Tries again, and Howard finishes it off. 8 points for him.
Now, defensively, they have to pick up the intensity and close out on shooters.
Steve, you're right. I mean, they're getting picked apart out there, and the intensity on D's got to pick up as well. I mean, you can't have it on cruise control on defense.
Here's the chosen one, guarded by Harden. The shot's good from Morales. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Knocked away. Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. Releases. No good from Morales.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
It's Harden with the drive, and that is good. Harden's got 13.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
With 1 on the clock, no good trying to beat the buzzer. Well, not exactly post game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Terry, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. The chosen one in their last time out against the Clippers ended up having a lot of troubles. He picked up 5 points, but also put up 4 boards. One of the concerns of the coaching staff is that this isn't an isolated incident. Now with a growing number of weak games, he says he's ready for a turnaround right here, right now. We'll see if he does just that, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Great job. And you know, even the best players have weak games.
Make your threes.
Stay down and get
Pelicans trail by 20. Fredette kicks to Anderson. Hasek with it, working on Jones. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. James Harden, third.
I'll tell you what, he's been on quite a roll here of late. Just a pure scoring display.
There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Knocks down the 10-footer. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to Indiana.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
Canaan kicks to Harden. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for New Orleans. And a switch here also for Houston. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Johnson. Rockets leading by 16. The dish now to Harden. On the wing, Terry. Back to Harden. A rebound by Morales.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Releases. Again, the Pelicans score.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Here's Canaan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Harden. Another miss by Houston. Now Rivers. Here's Anderson. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Well, James,
All right, everyone's eyes up here. If we're going to send these fans home happy, we've got to go over some things. On offense, we haven't had the balance we need between the perimeter and the low post. Too much of our scoring is coming from outside. Let's fix that in the second half and work the ball inside more. The injection of energy we got from you fellas off the bench was fantastic. That's the way to be ready for the call. That's going to serve us well down the stretch. And let's be quick in transition the next 2 quarters. We don't need everybody crashing the board.
Welcome back, everyone. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for New Orleans. Darius Miller comes in for John Salmons. And a change for the Rockets. Daniels, he's checked in for Jones.
Omer Asik is a great defensive presence, but his offensive game still a little raw as a way to go there. He's limited mostly right at the rim, and for his role, as limited as it is, I think he turns it over too much.
Anderson and Davis, they're in the middle. The backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. And it's Miller in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
It's been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Fredette dishes to Anderson. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. And for Ash, talking about developing his touch in his hands, is that something, Steve, that big man can really develop at this point in their career?
Oh, sure, no problem. I mean, most of it is mental, Kevin. I think you improve naturally with all the practice that you take in terms of your shooting, your repetition. But a lot of it is mental, and if you can get past that mental block, yeah, sure, a big guy can become a much better foul shooter.
It's Harden with the drive. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Pass to Morales. Trying his luck deep. Good. The chosen one's got 18 points in the game. Justin. Houston leading by 12. To the middle. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball